Hello folks, I'm back again and I wanted to do another progress report for my painting projects. I try to do this every Saturday or do some kind of painting related topic every Saturday. This is kind of a goal I set for myself to try this year because I do so many paintings, or I paint so much especially in and around board games. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe and tune in for more. Been experimenting with a technique to kind of do sort of, not quite, but sort of a DIY Sundrop effect. So Awaken Realms makes these games, and the one I'm painting now is made by them also. It's called Lords of Ragnarok. And in Lords of Ragnarok, you have all these armies. So they're represented by one guy with a dial on the bottom. But the guy himself isn't the hero. He actually is he represents many people. He's an army, not just a guy there. So because they're basically tokens in this game, and the color is very significant, and it's easier to make strategies if you can quickly pick them out. I decided not to paint them up as if they were kind of a literal warrior, like with a metal sword and stuff like that. Instead, I took their team color and I did sort of a wash. And the idea is to kind of mimic this technique that they use called Sundrop. And I've got a little bit of a speed run through that to kind of show you the process. But this one was much less complicated than what I worked on last week. I primed it. I went through a couple of colors, and actually I had a base left over from my Dungeons and Lasers stuff. I painted it with a few different colors of beige, kind of looking for that perfect kind of sun-droppy look. To kind of match that, I guess it's sort of a bone color, sort of a beige or a bone color that they do for a lot of the Sundrop stuff. I decided that that's the way I wanted these monuments to look. They're supposed to be big giant statues, and I thought a little bit about trying to do like a marble effect and make them look like big marble statues, but that didn't work out. That looked like it was going to be a lot harder than I felt like messing with, so I decided to let that go. Basically, this thing just got coated in one coat. I haven't gone through and done any highlights or anything like that. I think I'm going to go and paint the rest of these and decide if I want to add anything to it or if I want to add highlights. Highlights definitely helped on the smaller things. As I went through these other colors, some of them had to have highlights, like the kind of dark gray ones. They really benefited from highlights, and everything looks a lot better. Also, the blue ones just kind of looked like you couldn't see much definition even after we put the paint on. And that goes to show you too that these paints, they help a lot. They kind of seep down into the cracks and they help a lot, but they're not perfect. And they could use a little dry brushing up every now and then. They help. They kind of take 2 or 3 steps out. That leaves still that highlighting step where you kind of grab the edges of things with a similar tone. So with the highlights that I picked for all these, just like in the tutorial I did last week, I went for the color of the plastic. So there's still a couple of elements, well, really just the one, like the little placement markers that will still be in the original plastic color. So I wanted to get to be a little bit close to that, and some of these colors diverged from that quite a bit. So the highlight color, I chose to make them as close to that plastic color as I can, so it's still sort of harken back to what it's supposed to be. It wasn't perfect, but I was really happy with the result. I've painted all the armies, even the bonus armies. So all I have to do now is the rest of the statues, the monsters, and the heroes. I think with the rest of this, I am going to try to paint it the way I normally do. That is, more of a literal way, and kind of paint them up to look like the monsters or the heroes that they represent. This is going to be a lot more difficult because these models are not normal. They're all really kind of bizarre sculpts and stuff. So wish me luck. I think what I'm happiest about with this is, the priests. The priests are so small that they really benefited from this wash. It brings out a lot of details that I didn't really notice about them before, and makes them look even cooler. The other thing I liked a lot was the Drakars, these boats. They came out really good. Even the blue one, which was kind of a quandary because I had the blue bases on a bunch of these. They all came out really good. And I'm really, really happy with them. I like them so much better than just as plastic. Even though the colored plastic was okay and definitely functional, this adds just a little bit more. Just makes them just a little bit more premium. It's pretty cool. Be sure to subscribe. I'd love to show you the rest of this project. Over here is something that YouTube thinks you'll like. And over here is more of my videos about painting stuff. Until next time, enjoy your games. And I'll see you soon. Bye.